Hello, I'm Mantastic and Fantastic, and today I want to talk about the team that I utilized for my Fantastic account to clear the Zero Title Challenge. So, Fantastic is my alt account, and it does have significantly less options overall, but at the same time, it has rolled some interesting cards, and in fact, I was able to utilize quite a few number of Monster Hunter cards, and I have many dragons. If I think about it, this team has 2 kitties, 3 cool looking dragons, and a bunch of pretty schoolgirls. So maybe that's like the perfect team from like an aesthetics point of view. But regardless of all that, let's take a look at why I chose these particular cards. So Valyria I chose to use because in her red form she has, well, the red attribute, and she has a natural cross awakening and natural tape resist. And you need tape resist, otherwise you may get dunked after Fagin Rise floor where he removes your assist, so only awakenings on the cards themselves will count, and if you get hit by tape, you may not be able to actually match your colors and activation, and therefore you die. So I made it a priority to make sure I have someone with natural tape resist, and this happened to be, I feel like, the best card that was available from my given monster box. I don't care about her base active skill, and in fact, I inherited Akintor's weapon assist because it gives me some extra bulk, but more importantly, it gives me 100% blind resist, which is something I didn't have beforehand, and it also gives me 75% damage reduction shield. So with that big shield, it's more than enough to tank Big Bang's large or big hit when below 50%. So I'm happy about that. Just make sure you're able to, time it so you actually have the shield up at the correct moment. Shouldn't be too hard because it's a 6-turn cooldown, and even though you lose your assist prior on this third to last floor, it's going to charge back up anyways, so it works well. Just make sure you use her before you use your board changer because she will change your board, unfortunately. Zenogor, I had an HP++ latent on. I don't think it was truly necessary, and they have the Fujin style active skill that I want. It gives me 3 turns of damage absorption and attribute absorption cancellation along with +2 combos for 3 turns, which may or may not actually be kind of helpful. So that is a nice aspect. And one other particularly nice thing about this card is that they have a gargantuan amount of HP. Their damage was low, so I just threw on a 4 attribute awakening. I'm just like, I'm going to use the base active skill anyways, so we're going to put up 4 attributes so Zenogor could actually hit a little harder. And he had a VDP latent from before. That could have been double damage cap with this setup because with Diablos' buff, it's enough to let his main attribute double damage cap. Again, Valyria could have hit harder if she had a different latent. Like, I just kind of threw this team together and I actually cleared it on my second attempt and I wasn't recording, so yay, it clearly worked. Light Raw Dragon is my blue coverage, just a great card all around. I gave him Skill Boost Plus because I already have the Cross from Valyria, I have the Blind from Akintor, and the Skill Boost Plus actually makes it so I have an easier time to transform because the skill boosts are a little tight overall. But again, Raw Dragon is your other board changer on a 3-turn cooldown. I put Fagin Rise weapon assist because I needed some I just wanted like some stat transfer, some HP, and it gave me cloud resist it gave me cloud resist through weapon assist, which does help later on if you do encounter sheet. And then finally is Diablos, who is a big cool dragon. It's nice having Zenogor and Diablos because they actually have roaring noises, but Diablos with his 10 combo, 7 combo, and the 5 attribute awakening I inherited from another Monster Hunter card gives him more personal damage, so he's actually able to cap on a much more regular basis. And with Diablos' active skill, he is able to provide 5 times attack for both dragon and devil type cards for 10 turns on a potential 12-turn cooldown. So it can be essentially almost 100% uptime, and everyone on the team is a dragon or devil, so suddenly my entire team has essentially an extra 10 combo awakening on every single card. And this is the only reason why like Zenogor and Diablos are actually able to hit harder, partially because they have the weapon assist that actually give the 4 or 5 attribute awakenings. And the main things you want to prioritize for the Zero Title Challenge are blind resist. I feel like that's just nice to have in general. And tape resist on a card that's not your weapon assist because your assists do get removed. Cloud resist naturally is nice, but you can puzzle through clouds. At least you can't puzzle around tape when your colors that you need to have are on opposite ends and you just can't bring them together. So I feel like this team definitely works out. Again, many of the cards do have large amounts of HP, and that's why I'm able to like hit those HP thresholds a bit more easily because, well, with Valyria's with Zenogor, like 14,000 HP, Valyria's 10,000 HP. Like, it's a pretty high amount of HP from the cards, and like when Kitty does transform, you do at least go up a little bit higher in your health thresholds. So again, have a big shield on one of your cards to tank Big Bang's big hit, and I feel like you should be good to go. Again, I didn't record this, I feel like these team breakdowns are probably a useful thing to hear because the gameplay is just pretty much just matching my colors and popping a shield when necessary, making crosses. It's reasonably straightforward, I feel, from a gameplay point of view. But if that being said, let me know if this video is helpful, just even team building theory, crafting these sort of ideas to give you a bit of inspiration as to what you could potentially use to tackle challenging content. But regardless of all that, hopefully you all have a truly fantastic day. I wish you best luck in your own pad adventures, and happy puzzling.